I'm Dani Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, well, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick.
I'm Ayana from Aya Cultural Arts Studio, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Good morning, Frederick. Today is Monday, April 21st, and I am your host, Dani Gurry. I got the hair happening today. Oh, boy. Yes. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. I had a good weekend, busy weekend as always. I'm telling you, Frederick gets busier and busier as we move to the warmer, nicer weather. Let's talk about what's happening today. I got Trending Stories is back with Dani and Marco. I'm going to go over what's happening in Frederick. We're going to highlight some events, and we're going to kind of wrap up the countywide adult egg hunt does continue. We do have eggs that are still out there. Later today, I'm actually going to tell you exactly where the eggs are as I know them to be or knew them to be at one point. All right. So I don't know how much further we can go than that with the winds and people picking them up and not letting me know that they were found. PAWSOME Pets, you're going to meet Skylar, a 1-year-old shepherd mix that could be your next family member. And we talk with John and Leo from Pristine Cleaning Team. And don't forget, the rest of this month, we've got about 9 days left. A Mother's Rest gets 100% of the proceeds from Good Morning Frederick merch. You can buy online right now at promocircus.com/shop, or you can wait till Wednesday when the shop is reopened, Wednesday to Sundays, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Don't forget about our podcast. I have updated all the episodes, so you will now be able to listen to all of the episodes from last week. We're all caught up there. All right, let's get this Monday started. Huge thank you to Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard of Frederick. They are the Good Morning Frederick show sponsor. They're open daily, noon to 9 p.m. You can try a hot pretzel or even an iced coffee. Did you get to Rita's this weekend? The weather was great. Should have gotten your Rita's. Did you order on Grubhub, DoorDash, or Uber Eats? Or did you download the free app like I suggested so you didn't have to wait in line at all? Either way, there's no reason not to have Rita's, 538 West South Street in Frederick. Did you guys get anything done this weekend outside? I'm telling you, it was the weekend to do that. And we got our yard work started, a little bit of cleanup, trying to get the leaves out of our yard, put some mulch down. Oh my gosh, how many bags of mulch? I need to find a better way for that for sure. All right, let's talk about the trending stories that are happening on social media. Here's Trending Stories with Dani and Marco. By Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Window tinting, paint protection film, ceramic coating, vinyl wraps like on the Good Morning Frederick car, and customized leather upholstered car seats. They can take care of all your aftermarket enhancements. Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Accessories for any lifestyle. Find them on Urbana Pike or at autotrim-md.com.
Hello, and welcome to a fantastic Monday morning. The Monday after Easter here. Make sure you hit share, like, comment, share this with your friends, share it with your families. Let us know where you're watching us from here each and every morning. Dani Gurry of Good Morning Frederick on here. Margo here with Trending Stories. Happy belated Easter, Dani.
Happy belated Easter to you as well. And I'm not sure if people are still off work or off school today, being Easter Monday, but I think last week was spring break here in Frederick, and all getting back to it.
You know what I know? I do a lot of driving, and, fortunately, I get off the radio at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and so I'll be out and about, and I have noticed there's like a lot of people that just are out every time. I'm like, does anyone have jobs? Is anyone doing anything? Every time I'm out at like 11:30, it's just packed. People are out. They're not driving well. No one's letting anybody in. I'm like, where are you? I just tried to park a little while ago, and in my entire neighborhood is cars. I'm like, who is working anymore? Because I think everybody's...
I say that a lot, too, when I'm out and about during the week. I think, what is everyone doing? They can't all be retired.
Yeah, they're just perpetually off. I don't know if it's something that's...
I want that job.
Yeah.
I want that job.
I have that job, but I don't make any money doing that job. So that's really the trick, is how are you making money doing that job?
Right. How are you surviving?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's a great Monday. Thanks for joining us again. Hit share, like, comment every single day. Dani brings you Good Morning Frederick. On Monday, we do our trending stories, so you get the news first before you get to work. So yesterday, obviously, being Easter, and I know your kids are grown, but I don't know. I just wanted to alert you of a trend, and I don't know if any, because you're in the know of people and kids and families. But apparently this year, and not only because eggs are way more expensive than they used to be, but I don't know if you heard about the trend was to color marshmallows. Did you hear about this?
No, I did see the one where people were trying to paint potatoes for a while, but now we're coloring marshmallows.
Yeah, are
they hiding them?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't hide a marshmallow in the couch and then like eat it later because of, Like, imagine all the lint and rug dust.
There is nothing wrong with the old plastic egg, and let me just tell you, Ash and myself and about 5 of my friends hid 300 eggs around Frederick County last week.
I heard about
There
that.
are still about 80 of them out there. Now, we had a really heavy windstorm, so we hid them on Sunday. And on Monday, the hunt started. And on Wednesday afternoon, there was a it was so windy. It was like 40-mile-per-hour winds. So the eggs could potentially be in West Virginia. We're not quite sure.
Somebody found one in Gaithersburg. They're like, what the hell is going on here?
There are still eggs out there, and I'm actually going to try to make sure and update all the photos of the ones that I have not been alerted that they've been turned in yet. So I'm just saying, keep your eyes peeled no matter where you are in Frederick County. If you find a big old plastic egg, open it up and see if it says you found a Good Morning Frederick egg. You're good.
Don't you have one with like massive cash in it still, or no? Has that been found?
Well, we got the winner for the 100 Maryland Lottery scratch-offs did come in this weekend on Saturday, but we have not had our $500 winner come in yet.
Oh, boy, that's nice. Could be blown off in the wind. It might be
convenient that the winds happened. I swear it did not work out that way. Somebody may have it, actually. People keep saying they think maybe kids just picked it up, and because it didn't have candy in it or something, may have tossed it aside. So if you find some random eggs in your car or anything like that, please check them.
They're like, all I found was just stupid, like, paper stuff, like $100 bills. I threw it away. I was so mad. No Tootsie Pops. Yeah, but that's good. You never know. I'm sure it's somebody. Well, I know for sure somebody will want to bring that in, but just keep your eyes peeled.
But we've been giving away tons of every single egg is a winner. Every single egg is a winner, and people have won some great prizes thus far. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a great idea. Well, welcome to Monday. Everybody having a fantastic Monday, unless you're the Baltimore Orioles. Don't know if you saw this, but this was so much fun.
Not in the Hall of Fame.
You're reading that score right there. There's another home run.
I mean, unbelievable. So right now, the Reds are 11-11. The Orioles 9-12 after this kiboshing from the Reds. I mean, I don't know what happened to the Orioles, but I can tell you coming up at about the 7th inning, they just got shellacked. I don't know if they were sleeping or what happened, but not good.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane. And of course, I'm not obviously being an Orioles fans. What I do love is, I don't know if you can read some of these comments, but close game, to be honest, was one I like. Also, I like Dave says, remember that one time the Orioles spent money on pitching? Yeah, me neither.
I like the first one, the pitcher acting like he's throwing batting practice.
I think that guy, I think he was just like, when you're getting beat 24-2, you just bring in random utility infielders and they throw like 30 miles an hour.
You'd have to, because they would hit their pitch limit, before the 5th inning.
Yeah. So life as an O's fan is rough. We hope about every 8 or 10 years to be disappointed again and again.
I mean, last year they did okay. And, I don't know. The Reds got 24 runs off 25 hits and 1 error. I'm telling you, the O's only had 2 runs off of 7 hits and 1 error for them as well. I didn't watch the game, obviously. No idea what happened. Glad I missed that one, though. But I'm sure ESPN's going to be covering that for a long time to come. That could be probably one of the highest score. I don't know. What is the highest score in baseball? But
it's not that. But, I mean, it's certainly not far behind that whole thing. I'm telling you that much. Jeez. I mean, what are we even doing at this point?
And it's a moment that
well, I'll say this. Apparently, 29 runs is a National League record. The final score of 29-9.
I told you it was close.
Yeah.
At least they scored 9. We scored 2.
Yeah, the highest scoring total game in Major League Baseball history has been 1922 when the Chicago Cubs beat the Philadelphia Phillies 26-23.
Yeah, but the whole point is at least they scored 23 and still lost. We scored 2. We had 2 points, 2 runs.
Wait, here we go. Okay, here we go. The biggest blowout in Major League Baseball.
Now we're getting closer.
30-3 victory. The Texas Rangers over the Baltimore Orioles.
Oh my God. Being an O's fan.
That is crazy.
That is nuts.
That was in 2007. The previous record was held by the Boston Red Sox, who defeated St. Louis Browns 29-4 in 1950. Oh my good. That's a great trivia question.
It's not a great trivia question for sure.
Not if you're an O's fan.
Yeah,
no.
It's crazy, but maybe not as crazy as this. I don't know if you saw, but
that is taking the internet by storm. So Eagle Eyes noticed Gail's fellow crew members smiling and laughing and ringing the bell with enthusiasm. And then comes Gail. She got ring-a-ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ding. And Gail.
All right, so I don't know. I don't want to say too much about this because I don't want to, But really, what are we doing here?
What do you mean you don't want to say too much about it?
I mean,
we have to talk about it. We got to talk. First of all, I didn't even realize this was happening. Did they do any preemptive? I mean, was I asleep when they were promoting that this was happening?
Maybe. I mean, I think, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know anybody.
Did you know that this was going on?
I did not know anything about it going on.
I mean, we're both in media. How did we miss the big
I think they just did it.
Of their training to be astronauts?
Well, they didn't train.
G-force preparation.
They did none of that.
Oxygen, the dunking in the pool.
None of that happened.
14 minutes.
None of that happened. In fact, Katy Perry is upset that she's not being called an astronaut now because of the limited time that she spent in space. Did you hear the audio of them screaming coming back to Earth? It was just the whole thing was bizarre. Not only that, did you see that Jeff Bezos was running to try to open it and tripped and cut his nose?
Yeah.
I mean,
that whole thing.
It's
that whole thing. I'm telling you.
It's like a Chevy Chase movie.
Obviously, this guy, multi-billionaire, right? It's okay. Multi-billionaire. Was this just like a jab at Elon Musk to say, this is what we've done? I don't know.
I
But
mean,
the grand opening of the doors, when the doors were already open and then they closed them. And
right.
I mean, TikTok has been all over it. All social media has been all over it, picking out every single possible thing.
I mean, look at this, the shape of the rocket with the girl. I mean, it's literally like a Dan Aykroyd Chevy Chase movie. Like, just, I mean, can you even?
Right. This is like Airplane 3.
It literally is like you just.
I mean, they come out, their hair's all blowing in the wind, their makeup's all done. I mean, where's the helmet hair? Where's the lipstick on the mouthpiece of the oxygen you needed when you were coming back down to Earth?
Yeah, I mean it's incredible. I don't know. I'm not sure who they thought they were fooling. I mean, they're like, it's just so weird. I mean, the door was open, then it wasn't, and then you can hear them. I don't know, man. I just think it's quite bizarre.
It is absolutely bizarre. It is the craziest thing, and I just keep throwing, are we being sold this bill of goods? Like, I mean,
but why? Like, what is the point? Like, it was one thing if it was for a movie or maybe Jeff. I don't know. It just seems so weird. And Katy Perry, after being in space for 12 seconds, kissing the ground. I mean, like, what are we doing, guys? Somebody's got to get a hold of somebody.
And the other thing that's got social media just absolutely beside themselves is the fact that I think each one of them paid or invested $150,000 for this 11-minute flight, which was alluded to as some roller coaster ride, which made them all mad. Like, they were like, oh, this was serious. No, it wasn't.
No.
I'm sorry. Just say it wasn't serious. I had 150 grand. I just put it away for 11 minutes, went up on a little ride, and came down.
It'd be one thing if they were trying to raise awareness for something or there's some sort of a book launch. Nothing. They just wanted to.
Right now, people can't eat, right? They can't pay their rent. They can't. They're getting laid off.
People are dying marshmallows, for Christ's sake. What are we for Easter? So we can't afford eggs.
You're going to space and thinking, I don't know. The whole thing, bad optics, terrible timing. It just awful. All the way around.
It seems that these rich people can never read the room. It's so weird. You think that somebody like a small, like maybe one of their chefs or one of the people that work in the garden is say, hey guys, you shouldn't do this because the optics of this are horrendous.
Not a good time. Yeah, they don't have good advisors. None of them. Or they don't listen to them if they've got them, because just terrible all the way around. I don't even know. I know it was like Bezos' girlfriend designed the suits. Who cares? Seriously. Those are going to be, I'm telling you, if this kind of floats for a little bit longer, no pun intended, those will be the Halloween costumes for this year.
Oh my God! Yeah,
all the girls in their blue suits.
I mean, when and then it's weird because now there's a bunch of conspiracy theories. But not only the door was open, but there's a picture of the people inside that look like dummies because their suits were blue but had a white stripe on them. And then when the girls came out, they didn't, and so they don't even think they really went to space. It's a debacle. The whole thing is just crazy.
Oh my God, I love social media now because they pick those things apart in 2.2 seconds, man.
I'm telling you,
they weren't even out of that hatch before people were all over.
You can't even be a guy named Daryl flying to Dallas, flirting with a waitress and being married. By the end of your flight, the internet has already gotten you fired. They've gotten your wife to divorce you, and you are in massive trouble, and you haven't even stepped on the tarmac.
I am saying seriously. One of the things, I just saw another one of those videos of some couple with a quickie in a car atop a parking garage, and they've already determined they're not each other's spouse. They are already trying to figure out who the people are. They're already warning the wives and the husband. I mean, it is crazy.
Yeah, dude, it is crazy.
Don't do anything wrong in public.
Boy, not
telling you and try to get away with it.
2025, not happening. Well, both you and I lived in San Diego. You obviously moved there. I just basically was leeching off you. Cool time. I don't know if you saw this. I thought this was an amazing thing, but the San Diego Zoo, this is now before the earthquake. You know, they always say that animals know what's going on before we do. This is that big earthquake in San Diego. Look what these elephants were actually doing moments before this thing. So they all go into the middle. So if you can't, so
nothing had happened yet. Humans, nothing had happened.
This is like 30 minutes before. Now you can see the babies are in the middle and the adults are on the outside of the circle. You can't see what's happening. And so basically what happened was the elephants got into this little circle and they protect. This is like 30 minutes before the actual earthquake happened. And to protect their young, they knew right away something was going to go down. And
if you look up the video, because they have cams on them at all times, you can see the longer video when the camera starts shaking and everything does. But they were, that alert circle is very cool. I'd never seen anything like it. And here's something interesting, because my dog does this. She's crazy anyway. But yesterday, she went and laid on the basement landing, which is where she goes when there are storms and, there's thunder and lightning or anything like that. And it was clear yesterday, was clear. And last night, so it was about an hour and a half before, apparently there was like a tornado that went through our sister's area where she lives up in Greencastle. It kind of went through northern part of Frederick into southern PA. And I'm telling you, that dog knew that stuff was happening. It's crazy. They can feel the change in something. I don't know.
What did you call it? What kind of a circle were you calling it?
They called that, I think they called that protective circle or whatever it was called.
Protective circle, yeah. I don't know. That
whatever was on the, Very cool, though. Very cool.
You know who doesn't have a protective circle is Jeff Bezos. So he should have some people around him that says, sir, this is a terrible idea. You need a protective circle.
He definitely needs a protective circle. He fell on camera, tried to open the hatch and be all heroic. It was already open.
Yes, the whole thing was insane. Speaking of animals here, do you want to set this up?
Oh, I love this. Oh, this is what's funny. My kids are grown. So we don't really do egg hunts anymore, since they've gotten older. But I did make them all Easter baskets. But apparently this person makes their dog an Easter basket. The dog knows that's their basket and is just patiently waiting for the chance to be able to get into it.
Oh, yeah. He's just sitting there waiting.
I don't know any kid who would wait that patiently for sure. Look. Oh.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I know dogs that have already jumped on the table.
Oh, yeah.
To grab whatever they were going to be doing there.
Exactly.
Oh, my gosh. Well, that is good. Do you have, let's see, was there any, I know we had any more on there, I think?
I don't know if there was any more today.
All right. Well, you know what? That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, no.
Those are your trending stories. Dani, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit share, like, comment. Let us know where you're watching. Let us know, do you make your dog an Easter basket? And does your dog wait patiently? Are these astronauts real astronauts, or are they just fake celebrities that had a bunch of money to spend? And have you ever seen a shellacking on your favorite team like the Orioles got? We'd love to hear all those comments right here. What are you working on later on today for Good Morning Frederick?
Well, of course, we've got Pawsome Pets. I'm going to go over what's happening in Frederick, keep you posted, because now that the weather has broken here in Frederick, Maryland, we are eventing like nobody's business. There are a ton of events every day, but certainly every weekend that you need to know about. We're going to cover all of it for you.
All right, sounds good. And of course, you can see it all right here each and every day. Dani, who I am pronouncing is the Princess of Frederick. Hopefully that's going to be catching on and having everybody do that. Thanks for being right here. Your trending stories each and every morning on Good Morning Frederick right here with Dani.
trending steady. It's trending on Twitter.
It's huge. It's trending all over the internet.
Oh, yes. Thanks to Auto Trim Designs of Maryland Mid-Maryland. Auto Trim Designs of Mid-Maryland for sponsoring Trending Stories. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're back with the events and what's happening. Pawsome Pets and John and Leo from Pristine Cleaning Team all coming up right after these couple of messages. Not too many. Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining finally beyond compare.
Experience an unforgettable vacation at the Salty Seahorse on the 4x4 beach in Corolla, North Carolina. Enjoy the pool, relax in the hot tub, fish, and kayak right off the private dock. The Salty Seahorse will be your forever vacation home. Go to thesaltyseahorse2201.com. Well, hopefully you weren't sitting around this weekend. There was plenty to do, and there's plenty to do coming up. Let's talk about what's happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. They've been serving the area for more than 34 years. They do wood floors, luxury vinyl plank, bamboo, anything that you can put on your floor they can handle. And they're keeping up with all the latest materials and can give you suggestions if you're not quite sure what to do. Give them a call today, 301-948-9663. That's 301-948-WOOD. And ask for Jeff when you give them a call. You can also go to atlaswoodfloors.net for more information. All right. We are still in the throes of the last week of the adult countywide egg hunt. I just put in all the people who redeemed their eggs this weekend. I'm trying to look real quick. I think there are about 30 or 40 eggs that have not been claimed at all. So that's not too bad out of 300. I am going to later today, because you can't redeem until Wednesday anyway. I'm going to later today mark the photos and exactly where the egg was, if I have the exact location, which a lot of them I do. I'm going to mark exactly where it was when we hit it. Now, it doesn't mean that that is where it is, but it could very well be. But I do want to thank the Maryland Lottery for sponsoring, of course, and these organizations who donated prizes. WLR Automotive, which is the auto spa, 7th Street Cafe, Elite Feet Dance Studio, Intense Barbecue, McClintock Distilling, Prospect Pantry, Red Horse Steakhouse, Sandbox Brewhouse, Starvin' Marvin, the Salty Seahorse in Corolla, North Carolina. That's right. You can get discount off of a stay there. 10th Ward Distilling, Terrapin Travel, Texas Roadhouse, the Healing Storm Holistic Wellness, and Tree Trekkers. And I want to thank them very much for sponsoring. I have to tell you, I'm already planning what's going to happen. We've got some more fun stuff coming up this summer, and we're going to do another hunt around Halloween time. All right, this Thursday is Ship's annual lip sync battle. Have you gotten your tickets yet? Go to shipfrederick.com. We're going to have a great time. Tickets are $55, include your food and drinks, and 9 teams are going to battle it out. Plus, we have the champs coming back for another round this year. Saturday, 7:30 to noon, TJ High School's having a yard sale to benefit Safe and Sane. It is also Bring a Broom Day for downtown Frederick. That starts at 8:30. At 9 a.m., Fiberfest kicks off at the Frederick Fairgrounds. That is free. Goes till 4. 11 to 4, of course, we have our pop-up vendor event at the home of everything Frederick. We've got jewelry, greeting cards, gifts, and more. Remember, Mother's Day is coming up soon, and this is a great time to stop by the home of everything Frederick to get something for Mom. 1 to 3, I'll be broadcasting live on WFRE from Chesapeake RV. And they're having an open house. They're having, what are they calling it? Their family adventure weekend. So I'd love for you to either join me while I'm live there at Chesapeake RV or listen to WFRE. I'm sure it's going to be wonderful, just like this broadcast is every single day. All right. Then on Sunday, it is the Stomp Out Heroin 5K. I think you can register on the day for that. So if you want to head to Baker Park by 8 a.m., you can get registered and run that 5K and benefit Phoenix Recovery Academy. 9 to 3, Pulling for Veterans is having their first of 3 flea markets this year. Spaces are just $30. That's at the AmVets Farm. So you can either sell or go and shop. 11 to 4, we have our Sunday pop-up vendor event with some custom etching, essential oils, and gifts. And then 11:30, it is the bingo to benefit Tuscarora High School music program at the Eagles in Brunswick. And 1 to 3 p.m., it is the Lucky E Rodeo at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds. And then May 2nd is the Immersive Art Pop-Up at Give Rise Studio with the theme Spring Bloom. And on May 7th at 7 p.m., it is an exclusive screening of PTSD 911. It is at Common Ground Stables in Mount Airy, and it is going to be powerful. I can assure you of that. And then May 8th kicks off Alive at 5 at the Carroll Creek Amphitheater. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe we are back with Alive at 5. May 9th is the 5th annual 4 for SOAR Golf Classic at Musket Ridge. Raises money for a great cause. SOAR is an amazing program for our seniors. May 10th, it is the Maryland Craft Beer Festival on Carroll Creek from noon to 5. And also 3 to 8 p.m., it is Battle of the Bands at the fairgrounds. They are inside a building, I think 14. 6 p.m., it is the Adaptive Prom at Rock Creek Rec Center for ages 16 and up. If you are know someone who has disabilities and 16 or older, please let them know about this prom being run, I think, by Our Dream Pursuits and the Frederick County Rec Center or Recreation, Parks and Recreation, Frederick County. And May 14th, it is the movie night for Christmas Cash for Kids. Please go to the Good Morning Frederick Facebook page. There is a link that's clickable, or you can screenshot and make sure you put that givebutter.com/8WFK3U. And I do believe it is case sensitive. Get your tickets, just $20 each. We're going to watch The Never Ending Story. Your ticket includes popcorn and drinks with free refills. Plus, you get to hang out with Chris and I. 5 to 7, we're going to have a little happy hour, a little mingle. And then at 7 p.m., we'll go in and watch the movie. And we can get Chris's thoughts immediately following. We're going to have some vendors set up out in the main area of Warehouse Cinemas. It's going to be a ton of fun, and it raises money for Christmas Cash for Kids, which is always a great thing. All right, May 16th, Thermont Art, Wine, and Wine Stroll, and Relay for Life of Frederick County is at FCC. May 17th is Walkersville Days, plus Our Dream Pursuits concession trailer is unveiled at PNC Bank on Monocacy Boulevard from noon to 3. 7 to midnight is Kicking Up a Cure for St. Jude at American Legion on Taney Avenue. You can get your tickets for that if you go to WFRE.com. And May 18th from 12:30 to 4:30, it is Bingo for Pities at the Elks Lodge. We always love all of those events, raising money for great causes. All right, if you have an event you want included in the calendar, just email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. All right, one more quick break, then we're back with Pawsome Pets, where you get to meet Skylar, a shepherd mix, and John and Leo from Pristine Cleaning Team join me as well. We're just going to break for just a second.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Hi, I'm Devin, your friendly neighborhood shower door expert. Upgrade your bathroom with a beautiful glass shower door, custom fit to accent your space and make getting into your shower one of the highlights of your day. Come see us at our brand new showroom in Frederick, Maryland, or online at showerdoorexperts.com.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding, but they can also take care of your windows and gutters and even build a patio or deck. Call Sandra at 301-703-2157, or you can email her info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs as long as you tell Sandra that Dani sent you. All right. It is now time for Pawsome Pets. Pawsome Pets is sponsored by the Maryland Lottery with tons of ways to win with hot scratch-offs like Big Money, where a $5 ticket could net you $50,000, or the $2 Monopoly ticket with a top prize of $10,000. Go to mdlottery.com for all the details. Plus, download the app and scan your tickets to see if you're a winner. You must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly. All right, let's meet Skylar.
Meet Skylar, this week's Pet of the Week. Skylar is a familiar face around the shelter. She has been with us for 184 days, but we are certain the right family is out there for her. She is approximately 1 year old and a German Shepherd mix. Skylar is very affectionate, enjoys playing, and loves a good treat, which makes it very easy to train her. So what's holding her back from getting adopted? First, she barks at strangers, but with a little patience she warms up, and once you're in her circle of trust, you have a friend for life. Second, she prefers to be an only dog and would not be well suited to live with cats. If you're interested in Skylar, we encourage you to visit her a few times so she can show you the friendly, affectionate, playful dog she really is. Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center is open Monday through Saturday. If you're interested in visiting the shelter's adoptable pets, please make a reservation at visitfcac.as.me or give us a call at 301-600-1546.
Oh, what a beautiful dog. Oh, goodness, is she so cute. Okay, well, hopefully somebody has some patience and is willing to go in there and make her a family member. All right, let's talk about who is making our market cleaner. Market Makers is sponsored by Dublin Roasters, the Frederick Coffee House fueled by love and positivity. Visit Dublin Roasters at 1780 North Market Street or at DublinRoastersCoffee.com. Let's meet John and Leo from Pristine Cleaning Team.
We're at the home of everything, Frederick, 401 North Market Street, and I am with Pristine Clean, 2 of the 4 owners. Is that correct? There's
Correct.
4 of you,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Leo and John, and you guys and 2 others started when?
Back in 2023, it was. It all started mostly John and I. So John and I went to high school together, as well our other partner, James Rippion. What's funny is we didn't even really know each other in high school too much.
Isn't that funny how that happens? Once you get out, you start to,
That's the best part.
Well,
We
it is.
hardly even talk to each other, I would say.
Yeah.
But
Not much at all.
No.
Different cliques, different groups.
It's like James was on the football team. I played hockey. John was in the band. Like, so it was like kind of all
you
separated.
guys covered almost every one of the cliques that
Right.
happened in high school. All right.
But so yeah, it wasn't until after college that John and I started hanging out again downtown here. And then it was in 2023, both of us got laid off around the same time. And we were already kind of thinking about doing some type of service business in the community. And especially after being laid off, we didn't want to ultimately have to rely on some large corporation to provide our earnings. And so we, at the very least, wanted to set something up like on the side and be community focused and something service industry wise. And it really was kind of picked cleaning because it was kind of the lowest barrier of entry. Don't really need too many like licenses. And what we've been trying to do is outcompete like the larger, I won't name them.
No, you don't have to.
Everyone knows who they are.
But they're ultimately what we discovered are, or at least most of them are like owned by private equity. And they really don't, what they're focused on is profit and not so much like the community and good service. And so where we think what we have been trying to do since we started is just outcompete them in terms of customer service and employee service. Like we try to treat our employees the best as possible. But so it was really in 2023, and it took a while. Of course, it was very slow at first. It's a big grind, but we've been growing a lot. And then we other partner James came on. I think it was last year, and then another big difficulty was finding the right people to hire. And then finally, our other co-owner, Sarah, she reached out to us via email one time and went to high school with his wife, Katie. And so another like kind of weird connection we had. And she turned out to be just absolutely phenomenal. And so ended up giving her part ownership in the company. And so that is kind of how it became the 4 of us.
Yeah, very cool. And you come into the role with marketing, branding, and that kind of experience.
Yep.
You work in finance, which makes you the numbers guy or part of one, which, I mean, it's all really great when you bring together people with different areas of expertise. Do you actually go in and clean?
We do still,
Nice. Okay.
and especially like at the beginning, we were.
Are your
like,
parents surprised that you're
Yes, yes.
My wife might be more surprised, but she's been very tolerant of that.
Somebody else's place. Yeah.
No, like say, 2023 was just us two, and we had some good connections with realtors and property managers. So that was like another reason why we kind of entered that market. It was like, this is something we, we're not lifelong cleaners, but this is a space we can, figure out, and it's just, good work to get into.
Yeah.
So we were working with especially a lot of property managers early on. It would be us too. Mostly in like Washington County, actually.
Okay.
And it was around the point when we got Sarah on board, and marketing efforts started kind of funneling it to Frederick and more residential based services and some commercial that she helped us kind of pivot in a way to really focus in on that residential commercial service, but while bringing in the expertise that we did not have as much of in that space.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What is the one thing about this? Because I 100% agree with you, and I say this to my kids all the time. Like, you should never be dependent on someone else for your income. I think when, especially young people, can learn that they can create their own destiny. It takes a little hard work and grind, of course, but when you're in control of what you make, it makes it so much better, for sure.
Absolutely, yeah, and we want to be able to provide that to the people we hire too, not only just like us. Because what we realized is at least the larger corporations, it seems like they just really don't care about a low level employee, just kind of like you're just a number in a way. So it feels good to. I mean, it's been hard, like you said, the first year, like very slow. But it just does take time, and you just had to grind it out. And we were cleaning some rough spots.
Yes,
out in Hagerstown.
Some heavy lifting to start, because these were like some gutted homes, and it was a lot there. But yeah.
Well, that's awesome. All right. So if people want to get in touch with you, I'm assuming they can come straight to a website and get information.
Yeah. So the website's pristinecleaningteam.com.
Okay.
That we have kind of a little bit about us, our services. You can kind of run through that. We do have an online booking, just like instant quote for residential side. Commercial side, we always do site visits.
Sure.
Sometimes move in, move outs, but we're kind of check everything out on there. We have contacts information on there as well.
Excellent. So. And your service area?
So pretty much all of Frederick County right now.
Okay.
It is the highest concentration of our work is like kind of centered around downtown Frederick area. But we do service all of Frederick County. We pulled back from the other counties for now. We're just focusing, again, kind of that community focus in Frederick for now.
Yeah, very good.
And plans to maybe grow and expand a little bit, but we do like that focus.
Well, I think sometimes when you focus in on something and then you become successful at it, makes it easier instead of spreading yourself so thin and not being able to do anything well. When you do one thing well, I think it just allows you to move forward. Is there any particular contract you want to get that you haven't gotten yet?
So we've done everything from residential, some Airbnbs downtown, and commercial. We do kind of want to get more into commercial. I'll do a quick shout out to our boy Jimmy at Pest Now. He's our first commercial contract. Great guy.
Very nice.
Out in, I guess that's
great
Idaho.
Service too. Yeah.
They're good. He's our guy. So that was our first ever commercial contract. And it's been great with him. It is, it's a lot, it seems like commercial, they're just less, obviously with a residential house, it's very particular, and you can get into some people who are very particular, I guess, which makes sense, of course. But we like commercial too. It's something I think we are trying to expand on a lot more. Of course, there's a lot of offices downtown that we would love to help clean.
It's it's a space that we can be more hands-on too. But it also gives us an opportunity to connect with other business owners in the area. And again, a big big part of this was trying to build a good, healthy culture locally, and pull ourselves from what were and is externally facing jobs and careers, and focusing internally.
Yeah. Well, we can't wait to see you out and about more. If you have an office space that you need cleaned, you can contact these guys, pristinecleaningteam.com.
Yes. Yep. That's right.
All right. I know you're going to be seeing a lot more of them coming up soon, but give them a call and have them come out and quote your space to be cleaned. We appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Those guys are great. And I love the fact that they got stuff together and started a business. All right. That's it for us today. Join us again tomorrow, 9 a.m. I'm looking at some of these eggs. I know that somebody's got to have them because some of these pictures are dead giveaways. So I'm going to post them, and I know you guys are going to say it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. But people haven't turned them in, and they haven't texted that they found them, which is instruction number 1 on the egg. So boo, bah humbug to them. They didn't play nice. Anyway, we'll try to get this done, but I got more fun stuff planned for coming up soon. My brother and I brainstormed some really fun promotions and coming up here very soon. So you won't have to wait long. All right. Have a great day. Let's get out there. Let's be great, Frederick.